It's on. Oh, yeah, it is on.
Yeah, I'll just be standing by for the queue to go ahead.
Operator, you can now get started.
Okay. Good day and welcome to the 2022 Crop Insurance Program Announcement Conference Call. Today's conference is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Tessa Krafchek. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Welcome to the 2022 Saskatchewan Crop Insurance Program announcement from the SCIC head office here in Melville. Today, Saskatchewan Agricultural Minister David Marit will be providing details of the 2022 crop insurance program for Saskatchewan producers. This will be followed by a Q&A period with media. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the province of Saskatchewan is located on treaties 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10, and is the traditional territory of the Cree, Saulteaux, Assiniboine, Dene, and homeland of the Métis. Since we are in Melville, on Treaty 4 territory, I will first begin with acknowledging the land we are on. The Saskatchewan Crop Insurance Corporation acknowledges, respects, and has the honor of working on lands in Treaty 4 territory, a treaty that was first negotiated and entered in 1874 in Fort Capel. It is important to recognize the land we are on which we are gathered is the traditional and ancestral land of the Cree, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and homeland of the Métis people. We respect and honor the treaties that were made on all territories. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we are committed to move forward in partnership with Indigenous nations in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. The 2022 Crop Insurance Program announcement is being live streamed to provide additional access to media and Saskatchewan producers to the program details for the coming growing season. For media viewing the live stream, you can submit questions to 1-306-730-5001. You can text it to 1-306-730-5001, or you can email directly to media.inquiries@scic.ca. Otherwise, if you are joining the teleconference, those details provided in the advisory on Friday, you will be able to participate in the Q&A session to follow. I will be monitoring the questions submitted. For media submitting questions, please indicate your name, your media outlet, and I'll relay the questions to the Minister once we get to the question and answer portion. As usual, we'll also be taking questions from media on the phone line. Also, a news release has been provided on SCIC's website or will be provided here shortly after, as well as the Government of Saskatchewan's website. I will now turn things over to Saskatchewan Agricultural Minister David Marit.
Thank you so much, Tessa. Good morning, and I'm very happy to be here on behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the Government of Saskatchewan. And I welcome everyone here to the 2022 crop insurance program announcement here. With me here today in the SCIC head office in Melville is Jeff Morrow, the acting president and CEO of Saskatchewan Crop Insurance Corporation. I would also like to acknowledge our guests that are joining us here on the announcement. Ray Orb, the president of Saskatchewan Association of Rural Municipalities, Sean Dryland, chair of Saskatchewan Pulse Growers, Arnold Balicki, the chairman of the Saskatchewan Cattlemen's Association, Kelsey Elfert, the president of Saskatchewan Stock Growers Association, Mark McNinch, president of Saskatchewan Forage Council, and Charlene Bradley, chair of Saskanola. Before I begin, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge today, February 22nd, is Canada's Agriculture Day. It is important we take time to celebrate Canada agriculture industry and all the people in it. You can show your support on social media by using the Canada Ag Day hashtag. The agriculture industry is vital to Saskatchewan's growing economy. And I'd like to thank all the hard-working individuals who make Saskatchewan's agriculture industry a huge success. For over 60 years, the Saskatchewan Crop Insurance Corporation has worked with industry partners and producers to support Saskatchewan's agriculture sector. In 2021, Saskatchewan experienced the worst drought in over 20 years. Producers across the province faced dry conditions and high temperatures, causing crops to deteriorate. Combined with hailstorms, pests, and extreme winds in some of the areas of the province, creating further damage, Saskatchewan producers faced a very difficult season. In 2021, crop insurance received approximately 30,000 claims. In comparison to the past 5 years, where crop insurance received on average 7,800 post-harvest claims annually. Our Saskatchewan producers continue to be resilient, rising from the challenges of today, while keeping a watchful eye ahead to prepare for the next season. It is now more important than ever for farmers and ranchers to evaluate their current insurance and ensure that they have the right coverage for their operation. With over 32 million total insured acres and approximately 75% of all the total acres seeded in the province insured, crop insurance continues to deliver customized insurance options for producers across the province. I want to reassure our producers that the Saskatchewan Crop Insurance Fund is strong and will continue to support Saskatchewan producers by paying all eligible claims. Since 2013, Saskatchewan Crop Insurance has purchased private reinsurance. Saskatchewan Crop Insurance believes reinsurance is an important risk mitigation tool which helps stabilize premium rates. Crop insurance continues to be a sound actuarial program with funding supplemented by provincial and federal dollars. This year, crop insurance coverage will reach a record level due to higher commodity prices and increased yield coverages. The average coverage for 2022 is $405 per acre, an increase from $273 an acre in 2021. This represents a 48% increase in coverage compared to last year. Due to this increase in coverage, the average total premium is also higher at $12.05 per acre compared to $8.59 per acre in 2021. However, average premium rate is lower due to the strong production in 2020. As there is a one-year lag when calculating premium rates, 2021 production is not used until 2023. The changes to the crop insurance program introduced today will continue to build on previous program enhancements. In Saskatchewan, we experienced multiple dry years with little snow to recharge the soil. Last year, producers faced an extreme heat dome, impacting the province from late May through to July. These drought conditions resulted in reduced available moisture to pasture and hayland. In response to experiencing these extreme heat temperatures and dry growing conditions, a heat adjustment factor was added to rainfall data used to claim calculations for the forage and corn rainfall insurance programs. When temperatures reach 31 degrees Celsius or higher, precipitation amounts are reduced in in what they call the monthly percent of normal calculation. This adjustment will help recognize the impact of extreme heat on forage and corn yields. SCIC works closely with industry to improve the programming available for forage and livestock producers. In the last few years, there was an increase in participation in weather-based programs. In 2021, the Forage Rainfall Insurance Program insured 3.15 million forage acres, compared to 2.33 million acres in 2020. Last year, SCIC paid over $50 million in claims to producers, a record for the program, with the average payment of approximately $34,000. For 2022, coverage for forage acres has increased significantly in response to current feed prices. It is important for livestock and forage producers to review coverage and premium options through SCIC's forage option and weather-based programs. Within the crop insurance program, producers can choose from a variety of insurance price options. With the contract price option, producers can use their contract prices to blend with the crop insurance base price for higher coverage. This allows producers to establish an insured price reflective of the actual market value they would receive for their production. This option was only available for select crops. Now, new for 2022, this option is now available on all commercial crops. The new crops added under the option are faba beans, Corazon wheat, fall and spring rye, sunflowers, triticale, winter wheat, extra strong wheat, hard white wheat, all classes of chickpeas, caraway, irrigated dry beans, and soybeans. SCIC reviews establishment benefit values annually to ensure they accurately reflect a producer's cost if crops fail to establish. Many establishment prices are increasing this year, reflecting increased commodity and seed prices. You can visit SCIC's website to find a complete list of establishment benefit values. March 31st is the deadline to apply, reinstate, cancel, or make changes to your crop insurance contracts. Over the next few weeks, producers can expect to receive their crop insurance coverage information in the mail. I encourage producers to take the time to review this package once they have it in their hand. To help make the most informed decision, producers can contact their local SCIC office to discuss the options and create a custom-fit insurance plan for their operation. Otherwise, coverage will remain the same as it was last year. SCIC understands the insurance needs for each farm operation is different, which is why they offer a suite of business risk management programs. Crop loss, market price declines, increased input costs, and feed shortage are just some of the factors affecting a producer's bottom line. Each program offers different insurance features to protect Saskatchewan producers against varying types of risk. Ag Stability is a low-cost business risk management program. On average, in Saskatchewan, the cost to participate in the Agri-Stability program is 67 cents an acre or $1.16 per animal. I want to take this opportunity to remind producers last year the Ag Stability program removed the reference margin limit from the benefit calculations. This ensures all producers have similar margin calculations and positively impacts a producer's ability to receive a benefit. The deadline to enroll in the 2022 Ag Stability Program is April 30th. The livestock price insurance provides protection against an unexpected drop in the market prices on cattle and hogs. Started at the beginning of this month, producers can now purchase a calf policy through the Livestock Price Insurance Program. Weekly premium tables are available to help make purchasing decisions to meet an operation's needs. Producers can select from a variety of price insurance coverages options every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The last day to purchase calf price insurance is June 9th, 2022. I would like to remind livestock producers feeder and fed price insurance is available to purchase year-round. Producers can also file a claim for damages to crops and livestock caused by wildlife through the Wildlife Damage Compensation Program. This coverage is available to all Saskatchewan producers. You do not need to be a Saskatchewan crop insurance customer to file a claim. Producers should contact SCIC as soon as damage is discovered. Please evaluate SCIC's available programs to find the right coverage for your operation. Saskatchewan agriculture industry demonstrated strength and resilience during the 2021 growing season. SCIC introduced initiatives to provide support to Saskatchewan producers. Through the Ag Recovery Program, livestock producers could apply for the 2021 Canada-Saskatchewan Drought Response Initiative. This initiative supplied immediate relief through a potential payment of $200 per female breeding animal. January 31st, 2022 was the final date to apply. As of January 31st, over 20,000 applications were received, paying approximately $275 million. SCIC continues to process payments of applications through to March 31st, 2022. Although supports were put in place in 2021, producers should not rely on ad hoc programs. The Government of Saskatchewan recommends producers review SCIC's suite of business risk management programs on a yearly basis. Producers can feel confident in SCIC programs to help offset various risks impacting their bottom line. I encourage producers to optimize their crop insurance coverage by selecting the right options that meet their needs for their operation. SCIC's team of experts is available in all our offices across the province. Call your local SCIC office to ask questions, discuss insurance options, or submit program forms. I want to take this opportunity to thank the team here at SCIC for the work that they have done in making the applications and getting the applications and the checks out in a very timely manner, both for the livestock program and for crop claims as well. I want to thank everybody for their time here today. And now I'd like to turn it back to, and we'll open it up to questions and answers. So I'll turn it back to Tessa. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Operator, we're now ready for the question and answer portion of today's announcement.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to ask a question over the phone, please signal by pressing *1 on your telephone keypad. Please ensure that the mute function of your telephone is switched off to allow your signal to reach our equipment. Again, it is *1 to ask a question. Thank you.
Thank you so much. While the questions get queued up on the phone line, I will just confirm that again, this Q&A session is for media. You can again call me directly or text, at 1-306-730-5001 or email your questions to media.inquiries@scic.ca. To kick things off here, I do have a few in my inbox for you. Coming from Neil Billinger at CJWW. He's got 3 here. So the first is, just following last year's drought, does crop insurance expect more producers to enroll?
Neil, I would think there probably is going to be an uptake in producer enrollment. I know personally I've talked to a couple that aren't in and are very seriously considering it. So I think you will see an uptake in, obviously, in acres and producers enrolling in crop insurance.
Thank you. The second is just looking for a run through of price levels of some of the various crops and a quick comparison to last year.
Sure, I can do that. And I'll just do a few, probably some of the main crops. If you look at durum wheat in 2021 was insured at $6.94. 2022, it'll be insured at $11.16, which is an increase of about 161%. Oats in 2021 was insured at $3.39 a bushel. This year will be insured at $5.63 a bushel, which is an increase of 166%. I know canola will be of interest to a lot of people. Canola price 2021 was $12.02, and for 2022 it will be $17.01, an increase of 142%. Field peas go from $7.50 in 2021 to $11.57 in 2022, an increase of 154%. Lentils went from 29 cents previous year to 36 cents for large greens, so it's an increase of 124%. Some other varieties of lentils went from 23 cents to 34 cents, increase of 150%. So that's just a few examples, Neil.
Thank you, Minister. I do see here we are looking for a general reaction from the industry groups on the call today. I am going to save that to the end just for coordination, so we will do a roundtable here at the end before we end the conference. That being said, operator, I'll switch it over to you. Any inquiries from the phone line?
We do have a question from Karen Briere, Western Producer.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Karen.
Okay. I'm just looking for a little more explanation of how that heat adjustment factor works and how it would pay out.
I'll turn that to Jeff, Karen.
Okay.
So the way the heat adjustment factor will work, and maybe the best way to explain it is just to use an example, is in July, let's say, for every day that our weather stations record a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius or higher, we will subtract 1 millimeter of precipitation when we're calculating the monthly total. So for July, let's say there are 5 days that reach 31 degrees or higher, then we're going to take 5 millimeters off the total for calculating the monthly precipitation. So it's really to acknowledge that when we're experiencing that extreme heat, all the moisture that falls is certainly not available for forage yield. So that's the way the heat adjustment factor will work.
Okay, and just so I'm clear, because the phone line, at least at my end, cut out just a little bit. This is for forage and corn?
That's correct. Forage Rainfall Insurance Program and the Corn Rainfall Program.
Right. Okay, thank you.
There are no further questions at this time.
Okay, I'm seeing no more here in our email as well, so I'll just do a quick reminder just because I see there's some technical difficulties. Again, you can email at media.inquiries@scic.ca or call 306-730-5001. That being said, I will also just do operator, if you can queue up some individuals here, we can do a call out to the industry. Oh, sorry, before we do that, I do have some questions that came on the phone line. Given the extreme nature of winter and the lack of feed, with the application will the application deadline for the Drought Response Initiative be extended like it has been in other regions?
We aren't considering it at this time at extending it.
And then I'm also looking here, we had an inquiry about is the final total payout for 2021 available for claims?
So for the crop insurance, we're at approximately $2.4 billion claims.
Thank you, Jeff. Operator, are you able to queue up Arnold, please, on the line?
Arnold's line has disconnected.
Okay, then let's see if we can get someone else here on just to do a roundtable. Is Ray Orb from SARB available still on the line?
Yes, Ray's line is open.
Yes, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you, Ray.
Yeah, sorry about that. My pastor, but I'm listening to to Minister Marit's presentation, and you know what, we're really pleased about the enhancement. Whenever we can improve crop insurance programs, you know, especially on the forage side, we know what the livestock producers have gone through, and it looks like we could have a dry year again. And I think it's just to make producers aware of the sign-in deadlines. You know, we know that those deadlines are coming up. Agri-stability is a little ways off yet, but we've always been encouraging farmers to enroll in the programs and to capitalize on that. And particularly pleased, you know, about the changes to the forage rainfall. That I think is something that farmers have been asking for, and we're pleased that it's in place. So all in all, I think some really good changes, and kudos to Minister Marit and to crop insurance.
Thank you, Ray. Is Kelsey Elford still on the line from Saskatchewan Stock Growers Association?
Yep,
Yes,
I'm here. Yep. Thank you for the announcement today, Minister Marit. An announcement like this, there's always a ton of work that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize. And over the past year, the consultation with industry groups and you know has come to the announcement today. And one thing that's very prevalent is this government has heard what industry has asked for and moved forward with that, enhancing the programs that are available. It's critical for these tools to be in place for agriculture to be successful in this province, and we applaud the announcement today. Thank you. Sorry about the background noise.
Thank you, Kelsey. Was Arnold Balicki from Cattlemen's Association able to rejoin?
Yes, his line is open.
Hello, am I off mute?
Yeah, we can hear you, Arnold.
Thank you. So just in response to the announcement that Minister Marit made just recently here, yes, in our opinion, Saskatchewan crop insurance continues to improve programs and coverage for producers. And it's been a difficult year, as Minister Marit alluded to already. So I really encourage every cattle producer to talk to an SCIC rep about the options for their hayland, their grassland, and their cattle. Last year, programs helped a lot of producers, and I don't want anyone missing out on something that can be very helpful if rain isn't there for us this year. And you know, especially if we get into a real heat dome as we did last year. Coverage levels for hay, rain, and cattle price insurance are at levels that can be very helpful to us as producers. So just again, encouraging producers to have another relook if they haven't already looked at the coverage and determine if that's what they need. Thank you. Thank you, Minister Marit.
Thank you, Arnold. Before we see if the final three industry are on, I do have a few more questions that came in. So there is a question here about, is the Humidex taken into consideration for heat adjustment for the Forage Rainfall Insurance Program and the Corn Heat Unit Program?
So the Humidex isn't. So what is the precipitation totals, and now the heat adjustment factor, like I said, for when temperatures exceed 31 degrees. Each day that happens, we will subtract 1 millimeter precipitation, but there is no Humidex factored into the calculation.
And a follow-up to that from Dave Giles of Global News. How was the 31 degrees Celsius determined to be the baseline for the Forage Rainfall Insurance Program?
I'm going to ask my colleague, Laura Lee Holston, VP of Operations, to help me with that answer.
Thanks, Jeff. So the 31 degrees was selected as the temperature where precipitation is basically evaporating at a rate that it's not being as usable for the plant or for as plant available moisture. So we were picking a point where we thought it would be valuable for producers. without actually causing too high an increase in premium as well. So a rate that would be, or a temperature that would be much lower would certainly be cost prohibitive for the program. So that was the point that was chosen.
Thanks, Laura Lee. One more question here, a follow-up from Neil Billinger at CJWW. Will the impact of last year's drought impact 2023 crop insurance premiums? Just looking for clarification as well on the difference of average total premium and the average total premium rate for this year.
So the losses from 2021, as Minister Marit said, that will go into the calculations for the premium rates for 2023. So there is that year lag, so there isn't an impact to the 2022 premium rates. And then, Tessa, could you repeat the second part of that question about the...
Yeah, just clarification on the difference between average total premium and the average premium rate for this year.
So the average total premium, so the customer share premium goes to $12.05 per acre for that $405 coverage. And last year it was $8.59 per acre, I believe.
Okay. Operator, any other questions on the phone line?
We have no questions at this time.
Okay, has Sean from Saskatchewan Pulse Growers been able to join us on the line?
Sean is not on the phone line.
Okay, has Mark from the Forage Council been able to join us on the line?
No, we don't have Mark either.
And Charlene from Saskanola.
Charlene has disconnected.
Perfect. Okay, with that then, I'm seeing no other questions in our queue. So that'll conclude today's 2022 crop insurance program announcement. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's call. We thank you for your participation. You may now disconnect.